Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of SchlickArtTV. I'm Brian Schlick, and this is Lindsay Schlick.
How you doing?
And today our episode is all about branding, and so we're going to talk about what branding is from our perspective and how branding is important for your business.
This is something that I think a lot of people and a lot of business owners, kind of struggle with. I think everybody struggles with it. Brands are typically thought of as your logo and your business card and, the colors that you have. And that's usually the extent of where business owners, sole proprietors, think of it. And it's so much more than that. Your brand is everything.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's not to say that your logo and your colors and all that stuff is not an important part of your brand, of your company. As a person, like an individual person, your brand is also things that you write about, right? Like the voice, so to speak, of how you talk online and the things that you talk about online. If you're, say, using ChatGPT to write it for you and it's in a voice that isn't yours, it's going to become quickly evident that you haven't written that. ChatGPT is famous for using the word moreover, and if that's not a word you use in everyday life, that's not really going to work, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's so funny you said that because moreover is actually one of my favorite words. And I do use it a lot, but I'm like the only one.
That's the British side coming out of us.
Yeah, I mean, it's so, as you said, the logo, the colors, those are two very important aspects, but they are only, two pieces of a very large pie. And, it's a huge recipe, that every small business owner, sole proprietor, corporation, Fortune 500 company has to think about is it really does include every single aspect of everything that you are putting out into the world, from the staff that you hire and the way that they conduct themselves, to the copy, to the visuals. But all of these, pieces of collateral really make up every part of your business and your brand. And if one of them is ever so slightly missing, it can really be the downfall to whether a client picks somebody else to work with over you, because it's not something that you've strategically thought about.
Yeah, I think the two things that pop into my mind when it comes to kind of creating that strong brand online especially is authenticity and consistency. We'll start with authenticity. Authenticity means being who you are, true to yourself, true to your company, true to your brand, we'll call it, and whatever that means to you. So if you love to highlight your cat like we do, that should be part of your brand, right? It's something that people know us for. But also, authenticity means showing what your actual products and your process and things like that looks like. What it looks like for people to come into your space or order one of your products online or do a session with you, whatever it may be. And then consistency on the other side is also having some sort of frequency, whatever that is for you, to create content for online. If that's social media, if that's writing a blog, if that's doing a newsletter, you have to be able to do it in a consistent way. And that doesn't have to mean that you have to do something every day. It means that you have to decide as a company, as a brand, as a person, that I'm going to be able to create some sort of content, some sort of marketing, whatever it may be, that people can expect from me. So if you do a weekly newsletter, a monthly newsletter, a quarterly newsletter, it's totally fine, but that's the expectation that your clients and people are going to expect from your brand.
You've got to look at it from the outside in. A lot of us as company owners, we are working in our business day in and day out, and we are very much like, I'm putting all this content out, and why aren't people seeing it? Or why aren't people seeing it to this level? And why aren't people seeing it the way I see it? And we forget to do the work to look from the client's perspective, talk to our clients, and find out what they're actually seeing from their side. Sometimes what we say and what we do and what we put out there, we perceive it from our point of view, not from the other side. What are your core values? You know, what do you want your business to stand for? Who are the clients that you want to serve? What is the messaging that you want to give out to those clients? Write basically a creative brief for your own company or a style guide. You know, it's the hard stuff in our company that we have to work on instead of in.
Yeah, and I think the other important side of creating kind of that strong brand is understanding when you are creating that content of who that content's for, like who you're trying to attract with that content, right? Because if you're, which we hear sometimes, my client is everybody, right? And we don't love that idea because it's not
true.
It's not necessarily true. Everybody kind of has ideal clients or subsets of clients that are ideal for them. And that when you're creating that content, that consistent, authentic content, it should be speaking to those particular clients, the ones that you truly do want to work with, the people that are totally get you and totally understand what you're trying to achieve with your product, your service, whatever it is, or even the job that you're going to apply for. Like you want to align with that company and not just go work for that company for the sake of working for that company.
When people say to you, well, how many videos should I be posting a week? How many posts should I be posting a week? You know, how many times should I do a newsletter a month and what have you? And people are looking for a magic number.
Correct, yeah.
Right?
In a tongue-in-cheek kind of way, whatever's not going to give you an internal heart attack to do too much, right? So again, it has to be whatever you're comfortable with. So obviously that shouldn't be, I'm going to do one post a year, because that's not really going to resonate with people that are following you online and trying to understand who you are as a brand. But you should be doing something that's comfortable for you. Our general rule when it comes to, say, social media is 2 times a week. People really do start to understand that you're posting on a particular day or sending a newsletter on a particular day. And in some cases, we've had clients, Rachel, we're talking to you, that consistently post every Wednesday a video. And when she doesn't post those videos, right, she has told us, she gets calls from people going, where's your video today? Are you okay? Are you sick? What's going on with you? Because you post a video every single Wednesday. That consistency and having that kind of cadence really, really does work and resonates with the people that are following you and waiting for that information from you. So it is super, super important. We're all attracted to stories, right? We all are happy to sit on the couch and watch Netflix because there's a great story in front of us, whether that's a documentary or a comedy or a drama or a horror film, whatever it is. People are drawn to stories always, and that doesn't change when it comes to your company or your own personal brand, right? People want to know who they are dealing with, or they want to know why you did something to create your product or service, or they're curious to find out more about who you are and what you do. And one of the best ways to be able to do that is through storytelling, right? And that doesn't necessarily have to be in front of the camera on video. That could also be written stories in your blog and newsletter, even on social media, things like that. But it's super important to be able to kind of give people an inside look into what you do. And we worked with plenty of clients that have utilized storytelling very effectively in their businesses and their brands to kind of like get people to understand what they do and why they do it. And I think that's really valuable as a company, as a brand, to be able to show somebody rather than just kind of go, yeah, it'll be fine, don't worry, we'll show up and make it look beautiful.
We all don't naturally, unfortunately, start a company and then, you know, reach out to the community with questionnaires or interviews or, you know, customer feedback to find out if this product, if the messaging for this product is hitting them in the right way. It's such a useful process, but unfortunately it's something that we kind of avoid. This is something we offer here at SchlickArt, is a strategic planning session with, you know, different companies and different clients. We've done lots of these to help, you know, sole proprietors, help, you know, small businesses understand who their ideal client is and how to talk to them, you know, what they expect from you. And this can be as simple as, you know, sitting down and, you know, first of all, you know, learning your product from start to finish, learning the voice that you have been using. As I said, sending out some questionnaires to some clients or interviewing some clients that have gone through and hearing from their perspective what they love about your company. You can actually get some really great sound bites and keywords and, you know, perspectives that you may not have seen that are way, way more useful than maybe the ones that you have been putting out, right?
And that's where people like us come in, or your best friend come in, or whatever. It's very helpful to be able to bounce those ideas and bounce off.
Somebody who isn't in the box.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, to kind of help you determine how your company or how your personal brand is being seen. So it's super important to know that this isn't something that you necessarily have to do alone. Some people are really great at doing it by themselves, but other people really need somebody else to kind of bounce those ideas off of and have like that strategy meeting to kind of figure things out, right? So today we talked a ton about brand. It's a topic that's huge. There's a lot involved when it comes to brand and being a personal brand or a brand for your company. We could probably talk for hours about this because it's such a huge topic and there's so much that goes into it. But I think we hit on a lot of really good stuff today, and I think we're at a really good point to kind of say we've hit a lot of good talking points.
Yep.
But there's probably more, right?
Oh, there's plenty. Yeah, and if you want to continue this conversation with us, if you want to, you know, find out, you know, what you're missing within your brand, or you want to reach out and have a strategic planning meeting with us, you know, give us a call.
Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for our next episode.
Have a great day.
Can't look any worse than me, so.
You look fabulous, honey.